Jubal, a son of Lamech, the first to play harp and flute. From the source material, that's all we know. There's likely a lot of fascinating secondary content out there, but this time, I don't care. Buckle up, we're taking some liberties. In the post-Diluvian world we inhabit now, we only have so many decades to learn a skill and pass on what we've learned to those willing to listen. In the setting of dead gods, the Diluvian period, circumstances are far different. A vast layer of water and other elements in the upper atmosphere filters out harmful cosmic energies and particles, turning the planet into a hyperbaric greenhouse. This leads to longer lifespans, infused with greater vitality. Under those circumstances, you could hone a skill for centuries upon centuries, building on what you've learned, taking it to levels of talent that to us modern people might look like magic. Jubal was the first to play harp and lute. For decades he experimented, learned new techniques, and practiced. After 80 years, he would be a master craftsman, able to pick out exactly the right materials, tune his instruments to perfection, and perform a vast catalog of moving and inspiring pieces. After several hundred years, he was a wizard. His music could inspire warriors to such heights of courage they could no longer feel physical pain in battle. He could turn the stubborn hearts of kings. He could sing ferocious dragons to sleep. By tracking baby booms across the land, you could accurately predict where he had toured with his love ballads. Then came the Watchers. The fallen angels knew the secret vibrations of the song of creation. They knew what music played outside the range of the human ear. They could reveal the frequencies of bone and blood, the sounds that could wipe a mind clean, the tunes that could kill. They offered all of this, and in return they asked only that he bow down and worship them. With this newfound secret knowledge, Jubal began to develop new music. During the early stages, while playing chords of death, he destroyed his own ears, rendering himself deaf. The Watchers came to rescue their new pet songbird. They crafted heretical spells in metal that, when stabbed into his skull, allowed him to sense the dark vibrations he was working with, without further risk to his hearing. A melody of violence caused one of his irises to sever, leaving one pupil forever larger than the other. In his hair, he wears bedraggled feathers that were once quite beautiful. His loose robe has a subtle feather pattern as well. He has become the songbird of the Watchers, but that position has taken a heavy toll. While we let the drawing play out, in the description of this video you'll find a link to my Patreon where you can support this project. Sabretooth and Dragon tier patrons get access to a private Discord server. You can also pick up my previous story, Tellurian, or a copy of my personal art book. Finally, make sure to click the usual YouTube buttons. Okay, back to it. Jubal once traveled the world, performing for kings and priests and throngs of adoring worshippers. These days, he rarely leaves his temple, because people come to him in droves. He wakes up late, consumes various potions and substances, performs his magical music spells for the rich and powerful, parties all night, and repeats the process all over the next day. Centuries of this lifestyle have drained the life out of him. He has dark circles under his eyes. His skin is not pale, not tanned, more smoked. His sclera were once white, but he's been continuously surrounded by the smoke of what the primary text refers to as pharmakia for so long he doesn't even remember what they looked like. He was known around the world as a performer of mind-altering, euphoria-inducing concerts, and as a destructive force that could kill an army. Because of this reputation, many sought to learn his craft and ultimately unseat him. Whenever Jubal defeated one of these would-be rivals in musical combat, he took one of their finger bones and hung it around his neck. For his own protection, he wears some of his instruments. He has small pipes worn as rings and a cuff with small strings. In a pinch, they're enough to debilitate an assassin or dangerous creature. Below his bone necklace, he wears the charms of his various Watcher patrons. The main instrument he uses is his pipe harp. Shaped like a striking serpent, the sound of the pipe is modified by the plucking of the strings. On his hip, he carries a couple peculiar, evil woodwind instruments, shaped according to Watcher-inspired designs. Centuries of writing and performing evil music caused his fingers to blacken and shrivel, so he wears metallic finger caps to prevent further damage. On his skin, he's tattooed some of his most powerful songs. Each is represented as a serpent. The bends and turns indicate the flow of the song, and the notes are marked along their bodies in a musical language few but Jubal can read. So here we have a first pass at Jubal, the first to play harp and flute, rotten from centuries of living in the consequences of his own success, a dark wizard who traded his life for the secret songs of creation. His music can turn father against son, vibrate the bones in a man's skull into powder, lift solid stone, drive people to insatiable lust, bring giants down weeping on their knees, and strike fear into the heart of the most ferocious dragons. Thanks for watching.